Hey there guys, I'm Teemaree. Recently I went through a really big, kind of traumatic at the time change. I had to move out of my apartment in 2 days and everything was provided for and God's grace was absolutely alive and well, yet I was having a very human experience. The truth is I was clinging, I was worried, I was scared, I was anxious, I was frustrated, I was angry at times. And I was stressed because I had to do all the practical things, not just sit and feel this out. I mean, I had to get our stuff packed and moved and done in 2 days. And we're talking about a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. So, there was a lot going on physically and mentally. And so here I was. And, luckily I had the help of my husband and luckily I had the help of my father-in-law. But here we were, moving all this stuff in a day, getting everything into the storage unit. And they were saying, it's not going to fit. I don't know how we're going to do this. That's not going to work. Feeling defeated, feeling tired and stressed and pressed for time, just like I was. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm some kind of amazing warrior or anything like that. I really do believe that this was the grace of God showing up because of my class and the fact that I'd been reading scripture where I was just like, guys, you know what? Why don't you guys get the stuff off the truck and I'll just fix it and arrange it and put it into the storage unit. Now, that's not the part that was coming from God, but what was is this. Here I was faced with this mountain of stuff. And I was in pain. Physically, I was in pain. My knee was swollen, and I couldn't put that much weight on it. So I had it in a brace. My neck and back were tensed up. And I was looking at a mountain of things that I had already fit in and a mountain of stuff that was still left outside of the storage unit. I mean, we were more than halfway done. And time was running out. We had to get the truck back. I mean, everything was just a pressure-filled situation. Mind you, just getting the truck another day and just, taking our time, it wasn't an option. The storage unit was only going to be open a couple of hours, and quite frankly, financially, we didn't have or want to spend on another day of the truck and another day of prorated rent on the place we were leaving, and so on and so forth. We couldn't leave our stuff in the hall. This is where scripture came through for me. This is where what I was learning in class rushed in to help me. All of a sudden, it just came to my mind. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It started off in my mind, and all of a sudden, I started to say it to myself. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And all of a sudden, it was like a game of Tetris. And all of a sudden, I could see where everything was going to go. And all of a sudden, I had strength. And all of a sudden, I could lift heavy boxes way over my head. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. There were moments where I was using the word to just blast those things into place. And there were moments when I was using those words to gently ease my knee. And there were moments when I was using those words mentally as my father-in-law and my husband came back up saying, no, you know what? There's still a lot more to go. I don't know how they're going to do, we can't do this. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Everything fit in the storage unit that day. We got the truck back on time. Listen, friends. Praying without ceasing, prayer in general, it works. The blessings ripple out. So I just want to let you know that if you're not feeling prayer, if you just don't know anything about it and you're thinking, man, I don't know if this is for me, that's okay. If you're sad, if you're lonely, if you're angry, if you're tired, that's okay. That's okay. Because prayer is here for you. And all kinds of prayer. I shared with you scripture, and that of course works. I mean, this is timeless truth we're talking about. But you know what? There's other forms too. Other ways of praying that will open up your heart, your mind, your ability to receive and be peace, and that will absolutely open up all the paths for you to experience God's best, the universe's best, that is meant for and that is planned for you. Praying without ceasing is amazing. I'm so happy to have you here, and I welcome you to keep on coming back to continue on this journey with us, with me, and get some of this good for yourself. You deserve it. I love you.
Want more? Open up to your divine guidance with my guided meditation, Allowing Answers, at teemaree.com. And for weekly prayer support, join me on Facebook at facebook.com/teemaree.com.